Noraleen Young, staff archivist at Kappa Alpha Theta headquarters, and today we're here with a special version of Live from the Theta Archives, our weekly Snapchat feature, and we're going to talk about CASA Pansies today, and we're going to start off talking a little bit about the history of the pansy, and then we're going to talk about a history of Theta's connection to court-appointed special advocates, or CASA. I thought we'd start out here and talk, just to have a little brief history of the pansy in Theta's history. It was selected as the official fraternity flower in 1889. There's a great call to action in the Theta magazine in January of 1890 that I thought I'd share with all of you. It says, "Let us always wear them, and may our thoughts at all times be such that make us true-hearted women." I think it's a really important call to action for today. It's a little windy out here and not quite the appropriate environment for archival materials, so follow me and we're going to head down to the Theta Archives.
Hi, today is CASA Pansy Day, and it is part of Theta Foundation's Grand Convention fundraising, their Pansy Patch. You don't have to attend Grand Convention to participate. You can go to pansypatch.org and make a donation of $5 for every pansy you purchase and honor a fellow Theta sister.
And today is a special day because it's CASA Pansy Day, and every pansy purchased today will go towards the Kappa Alpha Theta Foundation's CASA initiative.
I thought I'd take a look back at Theta's history as a partner with CASA, but also even go a little farther back in Theta's long tradition of supporting organizations that help children.
Theta's had a long tradition of supporting local children's organizations, but in 1942, Theta took the initiative to make it a fraternity-wide project, and their first group was the Foster Parents Plan for War Children. This project was where individual chapters, both collegiate and alumni, could sponsor a child in war-torn Europe. Theta chapters would often share a photo of the child that they were sponsoring. This one is from Beta Beta, Randolph-Macon Women's College from the 1950s. The next organization that Theta decided to sponsor as a fraternity-wide philanthropy was the Institute of Logopedics, now known as HeartSpring. Located in Wichita, Kansas, we have provided some money over the years to this organization that supports those with speech challenges.
Theta's raised funds for the Institute of Logopedics, again at both the college and alumni chapters, through a variety of fundraisers, including cookbooks, bike-a-thons, dance-a-thons, and just a variety of activities. Theta's support was not only financial, but also supporting structures that were built on their campus in Wichita. The first CASA program was in Seattle in 1977, and we know by 1988, at least in the Austin, Texas area, Austin Thetas, both the alumni chapter and as well as Alpha Thetas, were supporting their local CASA with a variety of fundraisers.
Our first group of programs that we supported with CASA was to develop a public program, to provide grants for communities that did not have a CASA, and also to establish a 1-800 number for information and referrals for CASA.
Like in previous years, Thetas have come up with a variety of fascinating ways to support CASA and its activities, whether to raise funds or to provide items and gifts to CASA children.
back when we received the 2009 annual report for CASA, there was a little note there by Michael Perino, who was the CEO of CASA, and he says, "Many thanks for all the ways you have helped the CASA Theta partnership, and we are so proud that in 2018 we are continuing that long tradition of helping CASA." We've been referring to the Pansy Patch, Theta Foundation's Grand Convention fundraiser, and you may not be quite familiar with it, so I thought we'd take also a little look back in the archives to see what we had about the Pansy Patch. One of the earliest records we have of it is at the 2008 Grand Convention. And at that time, they literally had paper pansies that you would purchase and displayed for your Theta sisters. There's some great, they were very big, and we have got a great picture of what it looked like at the convention then. If you are at convention, one of the other things you do receive is little pansy stickers to put on your convention ID. It is interesting, pansies have been getting smaller because of the number of pansies that have been purchased at each of the conventions. I even looked back in my files and I have one of my pansies. So I know I'm going to go get a couple CASA pansies today for several of my Theta sisters. I'm sitting here making my list. I'm even using a Theta CASA and Theta pen. Isn't it great? Speaking up for children. I'd be in better shape even if I had this dress that a Theta wore at the 1936 Grand Convention. Thanks for joining us, and happy CASA Pansy Day!